Hello everyone. So as I told you in the first video, I was pre-recording for 10 videos. Makes my life so much easier just to record them all at the same time and then just post daily for 10 days. This is the last video being pre-recorded, and this is the 10th video. So if you notice my mouth just dying halfway through sentences, you understand why. But I saved this one for last because I feel like this is something that a lot of people have a hard time with. And this is just my personal opinion. I could be very wrong. I don't know. But this is lucid dreaming versus astral projection. What is the difference between the two? What are they? How can you achieve each one? So let's start off with lucid dreaming. What is lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming happens during REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement. But while, unlike regular dreams, in lucid dreaming, you are fully aware of your dream. You are able to recognize your emotions and thoughts and can even change aspects about the dream or storyline if things start to feel uncomfortable. It's being aware in a subconscious state. So that's what lucid dreaming is. So what is astral projection? Astral projection is considered an OBE, or an outer body experience. And this is you leaving your body and consciously observing it from a detached perspective. Seeing your sleeping vessel while you are able to walk around your house and even travel to other locations and it's kind of like flying. Lucid dreaming can lead to an OBE, or outer body experience. There is a cord that connects our etheric body to our physical body, and it's a silver cord. That's how most people perceive this cord, and it helps guide us back to our vessel when we are done projecting. This cord will not look the same to everyone. It could look very different. It may not even be silver. It could be a different color. This cord can be thick or thin or long or short or however. I mean, it won't be short. It's, you can travel a pretty good distance with your etheric cord, but it will look different to everyone. Ways to increase your chances of lucid dreaming. Perform regular reality checks. This is to train your brain to be aware when it's dreaming. If you train your brain to recognize reality while you're awake, when you go into your dream phase and you enter lucid dreaming, you can then do those reality checks, because then if you do certain things and they don't match what happens in reality, you now know that you are lucid dreaming. For instance, push your index finger against the palm of your other hand. Do this numerous times a day. Feel the resistance. So if you do this, just feel that resistance. You can't go any further than what your palm will allow your finger to go. That's the physicality of it, because it is solid. One solid thing touching another solid thing, and you can only go so far. Doing this multiple times a day, checking in with the reality of that situation that you can't push it through. If you are in a lucid dream, but it feels real, do that. Likely your finger will go through your palm because it's in a lucid dream. Look at the clock to check the time. Look away, then look back at the clock. Do this while you're awake. Of course, when you look at the clock, you look away, look back, the time isn't going to change, right? In reality. If you do this in a lucid dream, you look at the clock, see the time, look away, look again, that time will most likely be drastically changed from what you just saw it. It could have jumped forward or backward. So if you look at the clock and it says 1 o'clock, you look away and you look back, it might say, it's now 5 p.m. when it was just 1 a.m. So seeing that there might be a drastic difference, if you notice that change in time, training yourself to look at that clock. That way it's one of the automatic things you do when you go into lucid dreaming. You do these reality checks. Look at your hands and feet during the day, just randomly, just like, say, okay, these are my hands. Look at them, how they look, your freckles, your lines, what you have on your hands. You have jewelry, what your nails are painted, if they're painted, what they look like. In lucid dreaming, oftentimes they look different. They don't look the same than, what they look like when you're awake. There are ways to train yourself to recognize when you are actively lucid dreaming. Or these are the ways, I should say. Tell yourself before bed, I will know when I dream. This is an affirmation. Do this every night. You are sending a message to your subconscious that you will be alerted when you go into lucid dreaming, or even dreaming, and this will help regular dreams too. It'll help you remember your regular dreams much better as well. I will know when I dream. Even I will remember my dream. Anything like that. You want to use that kind of affirmation. But I will know when I dream is a way of telling your subconscious that you are going to be aware and conscious during your subconscious state. So you're sending that affirmation. You're willing it to happen. This next method, I'm going to put it out there, but I take no responsibility for it. I'm just saying. Set an alarm for 5 hours after you go to bed. Chances are you will wake up during a REM state of sleep. Go right back to sleep, and this will increase your chances at achieving lucid dreaming, I should say. There are concerns with this method. There are concerns with all methods of lucid dreaming, and I will explain them to you. Sleep paralysis. You up your chances of sleep paralysis when you do this. Sleep paralysis is a very frightening thing for a lot of people. You wake up, your brain is awake, but your body's still asleep. You can't move, you can't talk, you can't scream. All you can do is lay there awake. And a lot of times people have hallucinations while they're in sleep paralysis state. They think they're seeing these monsters. They think they're seeing spirits or things trying to hurt them during the sleep paralysis state, because your brain, even though your brain is awake, part of your brain is still sleeping and your body is still sleeping. So you can't move. And so you're dreaming with your eyes open. And that can be a very scary situation. Sleep deprivation. If you use the method I just gave you with waking yourself up 5 hours after you go to sleep, if you use that method, broken sleep is the worst kind of sleep. So you're upping your chances of sleep deprivation. Mental health. If you have mental health issues such as depression, you do not want to screw with your sleep, because all it's going to take for you to completely destroy your sleep cycle, especially if you have depression, is doing something like this, is setting your alarm for 5 hours after. This is something that I'm telling you, use at your own risk. I just wanted to give the method because it can help you get into that state of lucid dreaming, but use at your own risk. Ways to increase your chances of astral projection. Learn to fully relax. This is difficult for a lot of people. People don't know what full relaxation is, because they're constantly go, 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 go all day long. And by the time that they reach bedtime, they're not even relaxed. They're just exhausted. So they go from being go, go, go to knocked out. There's no relaxation phase in there whatsoever. So learn to fully relax. As you begin to fall asleep, become aware of the space that is between your waking state and your sleep state. There is a place there. This is the state of no longer being awake but not fully asleep. And I know that anybody who isn't dead tired knows this place. It's where you can feel yourself drifting off to sleep. But you're still aware. You're still aware that you are present-minded, but yet you're not fully awake. So that's that little space in between. As you're in this very relaxed state, focus on you being outside of your body. Imagine that you're touching the wall on the far side of the room. Feel the vibration of your surroundings increase. If you don't sense this vibration, don't worry. Sometimes it vibrates at such a high frequency that not everyone can hear it. I'm old. I joke. I'm 40, but, and I can hear this vibration when I go to sleep. It's very present. It's like a hum. and you can hear this vibration. Imagine and see yourself touching things like the wall, the door, the floor. Apply pressure. See if your hand goes through them. It's all mental until it happens, right? So we are prepping ourselves for it to happen. So if you do these methods all the time, every night, you will eventually achieve astral projection. If you have anxiety, I strongly recommend that you use caution when doing astral projection, especially if one of the things that you're afraid of is like dying or something like that. Use extreme caution. I honestly wouldn't recommend that you do this because it can be an extremely anxiety-ridden experience, and it may not be a good experience for you. Even people with depression. I don't know. But definitely practice this. Be patient with the process. Don't expect it to happen on the first night. We cannot go. It's like if we want to be a nurse and we go to college the first day and the hospital hires us, how much do you think we're going to know? We're going to kill people. If we go to work as a nurse after one day of training, we're killing people. There's no doubt about it. Because you don't know enough to save people. So the same thing applies with astral projection. It takes practice. It takes, you not giving up. It takes the lessons that you learned. Maybe you do it one day, right? And then you do it the next day, and the next day you're not feeling anything. Nothing's happening. Then like 2 weeks later, you have this little like snippet. And I'll tell you an experience of mine, and this may actually happen to you. When you start to astral project, if you wake suddenly, because sometimes you can astral project and not know that you're astral projecting as well. This is very possible, and it does happen. I have cats that are in my room. They play at night because they're assholes. So it's like when I go to sleep, they want to raise hell. I'm laying down in bed, and this actually happened recently. And, I was in between that place of waking and sleep, and I could almost feel a pull. My cats, they must have made noise because I heard something, and my astral body slammed back into my physical body to the point that my legs came off the bed. And, that can happen if you are suddenly disrupted from your sleep. That cord is meant to pull you back in quickly if needed. So just understand that things like that can happen as well. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you can go 2 weeks and not experience anything. But if you keep up with it, maybe on, that week 2, when you're just like frustrated with the process, all of a sudden you have an experience. And it may not be a full experience at first. You may just be able to come out of your body and just view yourself. You may not be able to go anywhere. Maybe you get slapped back into your body really quick, because it's a process of learning how to use that astral body and move it around and really learn to control that. So, but that is lucid dreaming versus astral projection, and I hope it was helpful, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.